and welcome to this week's version of Motivational Monday. And today's topic is going to be hashtag loving you. And so, with the focus on communication, compromise, and commitment. Communication is something that we always hear is important in relationships, and it's important to talk about it and work things out. But I wanted to go a little bit deeper than that and understand how to communicate because I think, yes, communication is key, but it's all about how you have that dialogue with your partner. So, the first step is to being open and honest and creating a safe environment for you and your partner to be able to say everything that you need to say, but doing so respectfully. So, not just nagging or yelling or screaming at each other, but honestly having those conversations and being mature adults about the conversation. So, being able to say, this is what bothered me and this is how it made me feel. And giving that person the chance to say, you know what, I'm sorry. This is what I'm willing to do going forward. And once you have those conversations, try your best to let it go. If you've already worked it out and you've already gotten your apology and you've already addressed the issue, don't keep bringing it up. Okay. Check your body language and tone. This is huge, 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 huge because how we communicate is not even about the words we say, it's our tone when we say it and our body language when we're talking. So being able to communicate effectively involves managing that emotion and making sure that it's not negatively impacting the conversation. Find the right time. So making sure that it's a good time to have that conversation. If your partner just had a long day at work and they're stressed out, maybe it's not the right time to fuss at them about not taking out the trash. Maybe. And also do not attack each other. So you want to say what you need to say without being without attacking them, and name calling is huge. That's a hit below the belt, to say the least. But making sure that when you say what you need to say, that it's necessary for you to say it and not just a dig at each other. So you want to address problems as soon as calmly possible. And I say that because as soon as possible may not be the right time to address your issues. If you're so angry that you can't have a genuine conversation in a calm manner, then wait until you can. And honestly, if you take a deep breath and think about it for a day or so, or even journal about it first, you may see that it's not worth bringing up. Like maybe it's that small of an issue. But if it's still bothering you after you've calmed down and you've taken some time to think about it, and for me, I personally journal through those issues first. And if you're still bothered by that issue, then address it. But address it in a calm manner. Because again, tone and body language are key. Try to minimize emotion when you're talking about important and big decisions. And honestly, you have to look at it. Is winning this argument worth losing the relationship? If the answer is no, then sometimes you just have to say, you're right, babe, I'm sorry, and let that be what it is. So never stop communicating and learn your partner's emotional cues. Understand when they're tired, when they're drained, when they don't feel like having the conversation, and learn how to respectfully resolve conflict. So, the next part about a healthy relationship is compromise. Understanding both parties need to give up something, not just one person. So, if you're making that sacrifice, understand that it has to be somewhere in the middle. You have your opinion, they have their opinion, and you meet somewhere in the middle so that both parties are happy. But some things that you do not compromise on. Do not compromise on your values. Do not compromise on your goals because your partner should support your goals and motivate you to work towards them. You do not compromise your safety and you do not compromise your self respect. Those are areas that are not up for negotiation. And finally, commitment. Discuss what the goals of the relationship are. And when you have that conversation, make it clear. I'm not rushing our commitment levels, but I want to know what the end goal is. If commitment is important to you, make that clear in the beginning so that your partner has an opportunity to genuinely decide if this is the right relationship for them. Do not compromise on your need for commitment. If they're unwilling to commit within a reasonable time frame, they may not be the right person for you. Discuss your expectations of the steps of each commitment and understand those expectations may change as the relationship develops. So you can have the conversation and say, while we're in a relationship, this is my level of expectation. While we're engaged, this is the level of my expectation. When we're married, this is what I expect. When we have kids. So being able to have those conversations and have them up front so that when you guys make the decision to go to the next step, you're able to have a clear understanding of what each other expects of you prior to making that decision. And understand your partner's definition of cheating up front. It may be an awkward conversation to have, but it's important. Some people feel that flirting on social media is cheating. And if that's what your partner feels, you need to know that up front. Some people feel like as long as you don't have intercourse, we're good. Some people feel like if you go out to the movies on a one-on-one basis with that person, then that's violating the lines. So you have to understand what your partner considers cheating and be sure that you respect that and tell them up front what you consider cheating as well. So I end this with a quote. The more connections you and your lover make, not just between your bodies, but between your minds, your hearts, and your souls, the more you will strengthen the fabric of your relationship and the more real moments you will experience together. Thank you, and I hope this helps somebody. As always, please feel free to leave your comments and your thoughts. And also, I would love to hear your topic ideas. If there's a topic that I have yet to cover, please feel free to add that below or shoot me an email. All right, and I hope you have a great day.